Blizzard developers killed all the cool, repetitive Diablo 4 leveling strats you've seen the pro dungeon farmers and other review videos cover. Rest in peace, Champions Demise, Runes of Eridu, etc., etc. However, that doesn't mean it's the end of the world for you and your buddies and Sanctuary as you farm towards that lofty level 100 goal. There's no substitute for our work, but in this video we're going to break down 10 key leveling and farming tips to make your life infinitely easier, whether you're a beginner barbarian, running through veteran mode in World Tier 2, or an expert solo sorcerer on the grind through Torment mode in World Tier 4 and beyond. Work smart, not hard, wanderers. So getting right to it, number 1, understanding scaling. Many of Diablo 4's enemies will scale to your level, but there are ways to approach things to work around this mechanic. But for context, here's how XP works in regards to your level versus a mob's level. And fighting enemies one level below yours will result in 10% less XP. Enemies that are 2 levels below you are negative 20%. Enemies that are 3 or more levels below, negative 30. Enemies that are a level above you get a 15% boost. Enemies that are 2 levels above, 20% XP boost. And enemies 3 or more levels above, 25%. And this dovetails into number 2, doing nightmare dungeons, as this is one of the ways to find that sweet spot in being able to access areas of the game that are going to have mobs that are 2 to 3 levels or sometimes even more above you. In tier 3 you're going to have access to this event, and you're going to be able to craft nightmare sigils, starting sigils levels 1 through 20, and then in torment mode sigils 21 and above. But you can also access more difficult mobs by participating in regular and Helltide zones, which are also Nightmare Torment mode only. And again, if you have questions, feel free to leave them in the comment or any additional suggestions here on XP. Next up, we have number 3, which is loot discipline. Don't loot everything. Prioritize picking up gold, legendaries, and sacred items, and ancestral items in World Tier 4. As you level, you'll come across countless loot, and it's truly not worth the time lost to divert from your path for a few extra gold or a blue worth, say, 5,000 gold. Trimming down on bad looting habits will easily save you 3 to 5 minutes per run, and countless extra trips back to town. Unless you like those trips. But we all know that these trips end up being more than just a quick vendor blacksmithing trip. We get lost in town, AFK, etc. Number 4. Keep XP elixirs handy for the 5% XP buff. It may not feel like much, but best believe if you plan to grind to level 100, which is roughly 100 to 150 hours plus worth of time, now there's less ways to jank the game. Thanks Blizzard developers again, but no hate. But hey, 5% of that 100 to 150 is going to be 5 to 10 hours minimum of time saved, which will feel nice in the long run. Tip number 5 is using campfires for the added XP buff. These campfires can provide up to 15% buff when you stay near them. You need to click on them, and while it builds up and it stacks on the buff. There are far less campfires around than there were during the beta. Now only popping up near locations, near world events like world bosses and legion events when they're up. And it also doesn't hurt to stick around and participate in those events itself for the nice XP bump too. Number 6, we know everything's better with friends. Group up. If possible, play with others as much as you can. You'll earn an extra 10% XP if you're in a party, and 5% just for being around other players in the open world. You don't need to make best friends or even be very vocal. Simple suggestions to group up would be, A, turning on trade chat in your social settings, which for some reason is not turned on by default. B, joining a community Discord and using the LFG to share your Battle.net tag and to have your in-game settings listed as open to auto join. That way people can jump in and out as they need. Or C, you can simply wait outside the dungeon you're choosing to run for a minute or two, and you can use that interaction wheel, E by default for PC users, and you can click over to invite those already heading in or lingering around. Tip number 7 is reaching renown milestones. For added bonuses such as additional skill points, potion capacity, max obols, and paragon points, you'll make progress here by unlocking waypoints and areas discovered, completing side quests and signed dungeons, discovering altars of Lilith, and completing the 3 strongholds present per region. We know that Blizzard has caused a bit of an uproar around renown points potentially resetting each season, and so if this is a deterrent for you, as it is for many, and maybe even myself, then maybe skip some of these steps or put them on the back burner until we get some of the updates here, because they're going to likely change, or hopefully defer to community sentiments here. Number 8, completing your capstone dungeons as soon as possible. For those in veteran mode, tier 2, do so right after you beat the campaign if you can swing it with your class. Otherwise, grab a few legendaries and some overall gear upgrades and take a stab at it. For those a few levels higher in World Tier 3, once you get to that, you can do so around 63 to 67. I've seen folks as low as 54, 55 do it, but likely had a little bit of help. But doing so, completing that capstone dungeon will unlock World Tier 4, which does give you a 200% XP boost compared to World Tier 3. It's 100% XP boost, and it's going to give you access to Ancestral gear in Torment mode, which is a huge stat boost. So, mobs in World Tier 4 are going to start out at level 73 in normal zones and in dungeons, and then level 75 plus for Helltide zones. So be mindful there. World bosses will be level 90 and above. It will drop a cache that you can open once you hit level 80. I know, but still worth running for the other random drops till then, and to just stash the level 80 drops. Bare minimum, you'll want to nab some Ancestral gear while in your 60s, and if things are too hard in World Tier 4, you can then click back over to World Tier 3 and run those Nightmare dungeons, level 18 to 20 sigils for quicker mob clears with that nice shiny Ancestral gear, then once you'll get to World Tier 4, and then flip back over when you're ready. Tip number 9. Track your XP per run. You can start to gauge for yourself which dungeons are quickest for you to complete, what mob types you might want to mow down the quickest, etc. A comfortable number for me to keep in mind per run is around 380 to 400k XP per run, and completing a run in 10 minutes if I'm really on top of things, or 12 minutes if I'm kind of slacking there a bit. But that way you can keep in mind how many dungeons you need to clear to level from, say, 63 to 64, which takes around 3.6 million XP, which is about 8 to 10 runs of a dungeon. Feel free to adjust your approach based on your own number crunching and comfort, then hit the ground running. And last but not least, set a goal for yourself and know when to take a break. Sometimes less is more. The game isn't going anywhere. Don't burn yourself out and lose the joy of playing the game, or even disrupt your life, relationships, sleep schedule, job, peace of mind, etc., just to be optimal. All things in balance. This game isn't going anywhere, and it's going to keep you on the path towards 100 if you know and remind yourself that it's a marathon, not a sprint. Hopefully this was helpful, and if you're anything like me, then you're loving the hell out of Diablo 4. Cheesy, I know, but hey, if you enjoyed the video and want more content like this, be sure to like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments if you have any other Diablo leveling or farming suggestions, tips, tricks, or God forbid more nerfs are announced that haven't been already covered. Diablo 4 is still, in my opinion, the best game out this summer. Now get out there and keep leveling, homies. Peace.